Welcome back to another episode, everybody. As you can tell from the title of this video, this is my 2018 What's Inside My Tackle Bag video, because I made a video last year in 2017, but some things have changed inside here. I've got some newer baits and stuff like that, and I'm just going to show you guys what I carry around with me on a daily basis when I'm fishing. So, to start it off, I have a few pockets, and this is just an old school backpack. You don't need a fancy high-end backpack, just something simple like this will work, an old school backpack. But I have I have two pockets. You are going to want at least two pockets. It's helpful to have a few others like on the side and stuff, but this doesn't really have that, and I get by with this. But I have soft plastics in the front, and what's it called? Hard baits and terminal tackle in here, and then I have a side compartment for line and stuff. But let's start from the front, and we'll get into my soft plastics. So I have a lot of soft plastics in here, and it's kind of a bunch, like too many. I don't even know how I fit all of them. But I just have some random stuff, so like gulp minnows, great drop shot bait, got some Senkos, I'm just going to flash some stuff, yum dingers, crawls, I have too much stuff, more Senkos, what is this, jigger crawls, more power worms, all kinds of stuff, flukes, Lunker City Sluggos, these are called, they're like a fluke, crawls, worms. Okay, so let me just clear this stuff out of here. I have swim baits, chatterbait trailers, tubes, creature baits, robo worms, more Senkos, drop shot baits. I can fit a lot of stuff in this compartment. What's this? Trick worms, always a good bait. And of course, you always gotta have your trusty Rage Crawls. So that's all the soft plastics. Like I said, I got crawls, all kinds of stuff, finesse baits, all that stuff. But what I like to do is, since I take this bag fishing with me everywhere, I don't like to change it out a lot. So I just put a dirty water color and a clear water color of each bait I would use. So for example, I've got Rage Crawls here. This is the green pumpkin purple and gold color, which is a good clear water color because it's more natural. And then here I've got a black and blue, which will stand out in more dirty water because it'll silhouette against that muddy water. Same thing, Yum Christy Crawls, I got a black and blue and a green pumpkin. And then like Sugar Crawls, I got black and red, and I have a green pumpkin somewhere. So you need to have something for each water clarity and something like that. Also in this compartment, I have like my tools. So I have scissors, pliers. These are split ring pliers. I've got my scale in here. Here that is. Here's that. More pliers, which are, here's a tip. Don't buy fishing pliers. Go to like Walmart and ask for like where their hardware section is or whatever. These are like 80 cents at Walmart. You don't need those expensive fishing pliers. And last but not least, I have the Wacky Rig tool in this pocket. Alright, so that's about it for that front pocket. Then we've got terminal tackle and my hard baits. We'll go through the hard baits first. So I've got a few compartments in here. As you can see, we got frogs, poppers, whopper ploppers, spooks, jerk baits, and swim baits. Deep cranks and lipless cranks. Sorry, I don't know if you guys could see that. Jigs, square bill cranks, chatterbaits, and buzzbaits and spinnerbaits. So I'll go through each one. So first off, we've got the frogs. I've used mostly Booyah frogs and a few Spros and live targets here and there. This is a Booyah poppin' frog, another Booyah poppin' frog. I'm not going to really go in depth. I'm just going to quickly flash. Booyah poppin' frog, Spro, bronze eye, regular, Booyah regular frog, smaller size, and then a Lunker Hunt, really tiny, really small frog. So I do love fishing a topwater frog. My main thing I hate about frogs is the hookup ratio. I am not good about waiting the 3 seconds they say you're supposed to wait after you see the bite. I need to work on that this summer. So here's poppers. It's just a nice Bass Pro Shops popper. This one's a Matsuo and this one is also Bass Pro Shops on the bottom. The good thing about these poppers is they're cheap, but the one thing that isn't good is the hooks on them are total garbage. So go ahead and get yourself a pack of like Mustad treble hooks, and just take your split ring pliers and change out the hooks on those. Next, which is probably my favorite topwater bait, are these Whopper Ploppers. These two are stuck together actually, but I've got I believe this color is called like I Know It or something. It's kind of a shad pattern with like a chartreuse line. And then I've got the black one, which is good for night fishing, and also good during early morning and stuff. So that's a really cool bait. Next is like my walking baits. So I've got this. This is called a Rebel Jumpin' Minnow. It's like a gold with a black back. Next is my, let me fix this light real quick. There we go. Next is this. This one on the top is a white one. This is a Bass Pro Shops, and this is actually a really good walking bait. But like I said about the other Bass Pro Shops baits, the treble hooks on them are very bad. Ah, that just stuck in my finger. But this is a white walking bait, and I just put some Mustad triple grips on there, and now it's good to go. And then finally, just another Bass Pro Shops, smaller size, but I also changed out the hooks. Jerk baits and swim baits, they kind of get stuck together because of all the treble hooks. Yeah. But here's the jerk baits first. I'm using mostly Rapala jerk baits. I have this random Yo-Zuri one mixed in here. But this is a Yo-Zuri on the top that I'm showing you. This is a Rebel Husky jerk, the blue and orange one. And then this is the Rapala Shadow Wrap Deep, this white one on the top. A good shad imitation. Great clear water bait. You're not going to want to fish those much in dirty water just because of the, they're more of a bait where the fish need to see it. So they're not going to be able to see that. And then next in the swim bait spot is this little 3-inch bluegill swim bait. I had it custom painted for me, and it's like a little glide bait, and I have not caught a fish on it yet, but I really want to do a challenge with this. Like I'm not going to say it because I'm going to steal my idea, but I have a cool challenge planned for this bait. Deep cranks and lipless cranks. I don't fish deep cranks all that much, but here's like some 3X. This is a 3XD in the sexy shad color. Oh well, these are stuck together, but this is another 3XD called Tennessee Shad. I've got a original Rattle Trap, bleeding shad color, Strike King lipless crankbait right here. I don't know what the color is called on that. Then just another shad pattern Rattle Trap. Sorry if the lighting's bad. I'm trying to have the light so you can see my face and see the baits at the same time, but it's kind of hard for me to like see if it's right because I get blinded every time I look into it. Next is my jigs. I exclusively fish Burke's Baits jigs, as you guys long-term followers know. By the way, if you're not a subscriber, make sure you hit that little red subscribe button. It's free and it helps me out, so you might as well do it. Here's a nice shad color. I believe it's called Moonlight Crystals Burke's Baits. I only fish Burke's Baits for a few reasons. First of all, they have the best powder coat on their jig heads I've ever seen. Like that. That's not chipping. You can run into rocks and stuff. I haven't chipped any of his heads. Second is they're handmade, and he makes them in the USA. And third is they're just super high quality. They're a little bit on the expensive end. They're $6 a jig, but they last. And that's what I like about his jigs. They're not like, he has good weed guards on them. You don't get them hung up much. I mean, they're just an all-around great jig. Links in the description to his Instagram and Facebook. Make sure you check those out and make an order. That's the Moonlight Crystals. I've got a few black and blue and Junebug in here. Junebug is my favorite pattern. It's like a dark purple if you don't know what Junebug is. This one's a green pumpkin color. More bluegill, green pumpkin style colors. Another Junebug in there and some more like green pumpkin. I'm not going to go through all of them. But they're all high quality. He makes finesse jigs, football jigs, swim jigs, and flipping jigs. So you might as well just get a few of each. Try them out at your lake. Can't hurt to try them out, and I believe you will enjoy them. Like as I mentioned with the plastics, I have colors for dirty and clear water. I didn't mention that when I went through my other baits, but I have like the sexy shad for dirty water when it comes to deep cranks, and then like the natural shad color all that stuff. Next is the what's it called? Square bill cranks. This one's one of my favorites right here. It's a red Bass Pro Shops, and like I said, change out the hooks. It's a great crankbait. I've also got Strike King right here. Strike King KVD, whatever they're called. Another Bass Pro Shops chartreuse for dirty water, and then there's just repeats of those colors in the other parts. Next bait, which is something I hardly ever use, which is a chatterbait. This one's called Perch Color, but it looks more like a bluegill than a perch. Just a green pumpkin. I've got a black and blue one in here. I've got 3 colors, and then chartreuse and white. I hardly ever use chatterbaits, so I don't carry that many with me. And then the final thing in this box is my buzz baits, which are actually, I said whopper ploppers are my favorite buzz bait. I mean, my favorite topwater, but I think buzz bait might be, just because they work. They just work. They're a great topwater bait, and you can rely on them anywhere. This one's a gold with a black. And this one's a black, straight black blade, black skirt. And then I've got my spinner baits under here. Oh, by the way, strictly War Eagle buzz baits. They're cheap. They're about $4.50 on Tackle Warehouse, which isn't cheap, but for a fishing lure, it's cheap. And they just work. They last. They have a good action to them and stuff. I'm using mostly War Eagle spinnerbaits too. This is the 1/2 ounce mouse color. This is like a sexy blueback herring spinnerbait from War Eagle. This is a War Eagle sexy shad color. What else do I have? This one is a Yamamoto. I didn't even know they made spinnerbaits. I got this one for Christmas. I knew they made like soft plastics, but apparently they make spinnerbaits. I have not used it yet, but I'll use it soon. And then Fire Tiger color, and not sure what the brand is on this one. So that's all for my hard baits. As you can see, I have a good selection. Hard baits, and then I've got, let me put this back in here. I've got my terminal tackle right here. I got my stickers on it, which is pretty cool. Let's see. I'm just gonna quickly flash through this to you guys. Let me show you guys what this is all about. Alright, so I've got, can you see that? Okay. So I've got EWGs here, weights here. It kind of all spills over. Super line hooks and flipping hooks here. Got some wobble heads, treble hooks that are trash treble hooks, and drop shot hooks. What's under here? Drop shot weights, some more drop shot weights, treble hooks, wacky rig hooks, swim bait hooks, swim bait jig heads. What's in here? That's supposed to be shaky heads. No, that was Ned rig heads until I ran out. Shaky heads, 1/8 ounce, 3/16, and 1/4 ounce. And then there's some trailer hooks in here somewhere. Like I said, this box isn't the best for keeping everything in the compartment, but it is waterproof, so it keeps the rust out of them. So that's all for my hooks and baits. And then I've got a little compartment at the top of this bag where I keep line. I'm not gonna show you guys that. It's just spools of line. 3 spools, 12-pound, 15-pound, and 50-pound braid, which is for my frogging rod, which I hope to be doing some frogging soon. I think that's about it for this episode. I should be doing some fishing really soon, a lot more, because I have this week of school, and then next Monday, today's Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to all our veterans and their families and people who are actively serving. But so a week from today, I will be done school. I'm just going to be straight fishing the whole summer other than work. So I'll have some really cool videos out there for you guys. So stay tuned to my channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the little bell next to the subscribe button so you get alerts every time I upload a video, which is going to be a lot over this summer. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something about organization and what kind of bags to get for your tackle. And go catch some fish. That's about all I can say. Thanks for watching, guys.